where's it? GA around. Haven't you heard the rumor? Yo, what's good, my huggers and kissers? So today we got a beef that has transpired only just honestly an hour ago. If you guys don't know, in the past few days, Elon Musk kind of got exposed for being a fake gamer. Apparently, like, all of his accolades that he was like boasting about over the years, basically saying like he was the top Diablo player, the top 4 Diablo player, and also like his path of exile character, he was one of the best grinding in the world, in like some of the biggest gaming communities, etc. And so a lot of people kind of called him out for it, because people basically saying him smurfing, and like and like other people were like basically using his account and like farming on his account, and then he would just play on the account like on stream or something, and then like say, oh, he's the actual gamer. But after people kind of realized, like, well, to be able to tweet a bunch, you first of all, you're tweeting a ton, and you're also running like 6 of like the biggest tech companies in the world. Not actually, but like Tesla's one of the biggest. You got like the Boring Company, all these like different brands that he runs. And then you have he has kids he has to raise. There's just so much. He's also involved in the government, so it's like, how can you do all of this, right? You know how they say, like, get you a guy who can do both, or get you a girl who can do both. Like, this nigga just does it all. So he's doing all of this, all these different things. How is he going to be able to like be the best gamer in the world as well? Like, it seems like another thing where it's like, how's that impossible? So a few YouTubers called him out, and a few streamers called him out on some of the stuff, and more so just reacting to the video, right? And so Asmongold was one of those streamers. If you guys don't know Asmongold, he's kind of like a WoW player. He's a political streamer now, kind of. He's a gamer political streamer, but I originally knew him from like gaming and stuff, so that's kind of how I see him. Now I know like he's more leaning into his political side and whatnot, but like I'm also know him as a gamer. Elon Musk, I guess I don't know if like this is some sort of complex, but apparently he has like a billionaire complex, or like an ego or whatever, and like anytime somebody combats something that like he doesn't like, apparently he gets like mad about it, and like he has a fragile ego. This is what the internet's saying, I'm just reporting. Now, so we're gonna look at it, right, because it's like a thread, but he basically removed Zach's verification badge and called him like a maverick when it comes to like gaming reviews. So let's just look at it and see, because it's so ridiculous. All right, team, so look, it says Elon Musk removed Asmongold's checkmark and leaked private DMs after POE criticism. Is path of text audio notes. So look, it says Asmon behaves like a maverick, independent, but in reality has to ask his boss for permission before he can do anything. He is not his own man. Ooh, those are see right there, like that, right? Those are that's conflict words right there. Hold on, he said he's not his own man. So look, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with having a manager, right? If you have a manager, it's chill, but like to say that he is a maverick or controlled opposition, I think he's trying to say Asmon is sometimes like on his side, but then he's also controlled opposition. Now I have this like thesis or whatever, right, where like I find it odd that there's just certain people, or like certain things, like, so let's say like I'm a big creator, or I'm a big like someone with a status. Sometimes I don't know if it's just like they aren't able to, but they are able to take criticism, and it may be a result of like a bunch of people telling them good stuff about them. So when they hear that like one bad thing about them, it's like kind of the end of the world type of vibe. I don't know if that's actually the case, but so for instance, right, like if that is the case, right, I just find it weird, because like if you do reach that echelon, I feel like you should be aware, like the people who are actually telling you what, I'm not gonna say everyone's opinion is valid, but like anyone who sort of just gives their opinion, nothing but their opinion, and like they don't try to be mean about it, more so constructive, I think that that's like a valid thing. Like, I don't think like somebody, you know, deserves to be a strongman because of it. I don't know, but let's look. So it says, I'm gonna see if my editors might want to make a second account for it even. It says, sure, who are these mysterious editors? It says two guys, D Asmongold and Cat Denny Rue. They basically run the entire YouTube account, lol. So basically any content I post is edited or uploaded by them, and they just get a cut of the ad revenue. It's a super good system, to be honest. Almost everyone on YouTube does it. Interesting. All right, so apparently here's the clip of when he found out that he unfollowed him on stream.
Elon unfollowed Asmon? Was he not happy about the, probably not happy about the PoE video? He'll get over it. Listen, it was so obvious. You cannot get mad at me for bringing this up. Everybody was talking about this.
Everyone was talking about it, let's be honest.
Come on, man. Come on. Elon unfollowed. I feel like, again, people hate him for the dumbest fucking reasons. It is the dumbest fucking reasons. Like, I think that Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson, and there's like 2 or 3 other people that everybody is so, like, they're so mad about. And I really think that, like, it's somewhere in the middle. Maybe somebody's not the Messiah, but they're not the devil either.
Right. That's a great way to articulate it.
Yeah, Mr. Beast, right, exactly, Mr. Beast.
I think that is actually a good way to articulate it, because there are a lot of things that like people just don't like either of these creators for, or like just there's certain people, once they reach an echelon, and I think it's more so people who are like the highest in their field, once they reach a certain echelon, they basically go out of their way to negate them and knock them down. It's like he goes couple of bitches know they wish they would have held it down. It feel like they built me up, try to tear me down. So like some people like, it's like Jenga as well. Some people just like to build the thing up just to see it fall, you know? And so honestly, you know, Elon Musk and you know, the few boys or whatever, they do get, I think they do get like unwarranted hate. I think it's more sort of dog power virtue a lot of the times. Like, oh, do you also not like this person for some particular reason? So we're just gonna all like not like this person. But when you really like break down the basis of like why they don't like the person, sometimes it doesn't really have any grandstanding in like an actual reality, only based on their personal vendetta, right? So honestly, it is what it is, right? It just is what it is. Let's see how you know, everyone has reacted to the news. It says the richest man in the world crashing out because a man who lives in mold with roaches everywhere said something mean to him is wild. Narcissism is a hell of a drug. Okay, I kind of get what he's articulated now. Is Elon actually mad? I don't really know. I don't really think so. Okay, so let's see. Another user, now these names are blurred out, but it says, who are these mysterious editors? LMAO says, most of the people who said he thinks they are newspaper editors who control Asmon. Only thing that really fits the way he worded it. So he's basically saying like these are like trash journalists or whatever who became editors. I mean, maybe, but you know, it is what it is. It just is what it is, right? Like, now they're not like a manager, right? Because I think he may be managed by OTK or something like that. I don't know his whole like team or whatever, but the editors may have like a little bit more SEO knowledge or knowledge on actually how to get YouTube views and stuff. So I think that's kind of their lane in which they sort of, you know, reside in, right? So they can kind of get the vibe of how to upload on the channel. Okay, so it says Elon showing he doesn't understand how social media works while owning a social media company on brand, when you remember he doesn't understand how cars work but has a car company, just like how he has a rocket company but doesn't know how rockets work. Elon buys companies, takes credits, and thinks it makes them look cool. It says, I really think Elon assumes the editors are like millionaires who secretly own Asmon's Twitch channel. And then this next one says, the fact that one of the main reasons Elon got his ego bruised is because of Quinn has me fucking dying, lol. Elon tried streaming PoE again yesterday And it was as shit, it was a shit show because only a corner of the stream was showing up throughout. So he eventually gave up and ended stream. Heard him mention omens. So the fact he probably brushed up on his knowledge just for that shit show of stream, where 99% of the comments were bots. Okay, so this part right here, the fact that they think so people believe, all right, so Elon, they say, you know, he buys companies and then he just takes credit for the company having success, right? And even though that may be the case, you have to really let's take in the fact, like, how stupid are people, right? Okay, so we have like a bell curve and like people who are really smart, but then think about how many people are stupid. So now you don't have to be, I mean, you know, like the joke, like, I'm not a rocket scientist. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to want to start a rocket company, but you kind of have to be a rocket scientist to know how to innovate to start a company, especially a company that isn't like, there weren't that many, I don't even think there were that many electric vehicles beforehand. And I don't think they were optimized as well. Now, I'm not saying that Elon Musk is going in and doing, he's not in here calculating the Fibonacci retracement levels. But what I'm saying is, you still have to have brain cells to be able to even start a company. Like, these people act like an average Joe can just start an electric car company with just like no brains, like just the IQ of a potato, and it's not how it works. So he has like a ton of companies, like the Boring Company, the etc. Now some of these, right? Some of these I think he did buy, but initially I'm pretty sure Elon got his start with like engineering. Like, I'm pretty sure he has like an engineering degree in which he started innovating in sort of the tech sector, and then that's when he sort of brought maybe his patents or something. Now, I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna assume, right, that some of this may have been the catalyst of why he became the richest, because of his innovation and engineering. And then later on, he outsourced it, like he outsourced his curriculum to other people to take on doing the work. So like, yeah, he paid other people to do it, but you still have to, you can't just become the richest person in the world like on a whim. You know what I mean? I think that it's kind of stupid to but no, this is about the gaming stuff, right? So with the gaming thing and his gaming, I guess, deception, if you want to say, it is misleading, right? Like, you effectively negate people's attention to believe that what you are executing is actually true and grandstanding. And while that is important as a trait in the actual basis of reality, it's not important at all. Who gives a fuck? Who cares, right? So it's a multitude of all these combinations, right? So it's a catalyst of people not liking Elon Musk in the first place, right? People just don't like him. I like Elon Musk. It is what it is. So people don't like him. They think that he buys his car companies or whatever. They don't like his thoughts on his opinion or on his like children or whatever. They don't like the names he gives his children. There's like a bunch of things, and then this right here is just another thing that they get to add on, as if like these people are perfect. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just you know, it's a virtue dog pile. So Elon Musk, you know, he's clapping back, right? He's clapping back. So right here he says, I'm on hundreds of streams on YouTube/Twitch playing live with the world's best players. No other way to say this, but while Asmon is good at caustic commentary and making fun of people, he is not good at video games. Ooh. So he's calling him out, basically saying like Asmon's just like very good at articulating himself and speaking well, but he's not good at actual video games. And even though didn't like Asmon like play WoW for like 20 years or something like that, like I'm pretty sure he played WoW for like super long time. So shit, I thought he was good at the game. Maybe he's not good at the game, and under my impression I thought he was good at the game. So look, he then shows us a like a image of like a video of him playing the game and whatnot, and apparently he's a gamer. Apparently he's a gamer. So with how these games work, right, I don't know how you can tell if somebody's the best. So like with like, so if you don't know, right, I played Fortnite for a very long time, and you could consider me a pro, but I'm not like a top pro, but like I know a lot about the game to keep up with a pro player. Now with that game, you can easily tell when somebody is like a pro or not, or like good enough, right? With these type of games, wouldn't you just be able to tell like if he's a pro or not? Like, I feel like you would be able to tell. I've never seen these games. I don't know how these games play, so I wouldn't be able to know, but I'm pretty sure like there's got to be something to like, oh, he knows this like lore, like in Fortnite, right? With Fortnite, there's like little things like there's like specific rules, like oh, at this point he has to be in this particular point to get a LOS, a line of sight, to farm surge in this particular era, or at this time they have to be dead side, or when zone pops here they have to be first side rotated right side low to mirror height to make sure that they don't get beamed from an inside angle. Stuff, there's like certain things where if you're there, or if you like look at the gameplay and like you look at somebody's opinion based on the gameplay or like how they play the game, you'd be like, oh, well, obviously, right? But like this, there's got to be something, like there's got to be something there to solidify his gamer lore, you know, the lore. So because if you don't know the lore, then you're just like a bore, you know. So let's see, it says video game tweet. Oh shit, this video game tweet comes out hours after Asmongold's WoW gameplay. Oh, after Destiny made fun of Asmongold's WoW gameplay. Let's see this.
Asmon has a video on this as well, where he is on the side of pirate. I think that Asmongold's knowledge for World of Warcraft, I would probably side with him if he's defending pirate here. I think I would over Soda. I think Asmon actually has more experience. But the only issue is I don't think they're farming mounts here while just reading chat. So because they're actually playing the game on this, I think I'd probably go with Soda Poppet's commentary, I think, over Asmongold's, but that's just me. Asmon has a video on this as well, where he is on the side of pirate.
Okay, so apparently Asmon's not that good at WoW. You don't know, but apparently he's not that good. Now, that's how I know Asmon, right? That's the only thing, like, that's the only, I guess prior to his political stuff, that's the only way I knew of him. And I only knew him like kind of just lingering. Like I knew he was a creator, I just never like tuned in. So, oh, okay, so, and so right here it says, here's a snippet from Asmongold's YouTube video that might have upset Elon. It says, play the campaign again with face cam.
Like, I remember watching Elon playing, and I was kind of sus about this too. I was like, yeah, I'm not really gonna think about this or be like super like, oh yeah, this is what's happening or not. But like whenever I saw him fighting Abattoir, no, Abattoir is fucking, that is Diablo. Fighting the Arbiter of Ash, and then he stood in front of the beam and died. I was like, that's interesting. You know, maybe it's Starlink lag, but like it doesn't seem like that a whole lot. But yeah, Elon's a psycho. So many stories like this. Well, I think that we deserve, if he wants an apology, we deserve, if you really played the game, play through the campaign again. Play through the campaign again, explain the systems in the game, and do it live. And you've got to have a face cam. You got to do it. You did it before. You did it before with Diablo. Diablo's not, it's not so hard, right? But that, yeah, stream it. Yep, you got to stream the whole thing. Not on X. Yeah, and tell me ahead of time so I can react to it.
So if that is the point of contention, I can understand why he's kind of saying like, oh, so you're saying I'm not, you know, you're saying I don't got aura like that. And while he may not have aura, I don't think it fully destroys his credibility as a gamer, because obviously, you know, there's tons of games out there, and I think that, first of all, I think being an actual gamer is genetic. I think like if you are, there's just certain people who are just good at like every game, no matter what game they play, they're just amazing at it. This may be an IQ thing, or this may be a sort of like a mental thing where it's like ADHD or something like that. But I think that ultimately being good at video games is not the end of the world. And it's not the end of the world of pretending you're good at a game to impress people. What is the end of the world is, no, hold on. No, being good at video games is not the end of the world. People displaying a criticism of people being good at video games is not the end of the world. But showing deception in your criteria or in your display of your actual skill versus the skill that you say you have is technically not the end of the world, but it does show that there is a character trait that allows you to show a form of illegitimacy and still using it as a leeway to get favoritism and public opinion. So I don't think that it's one of the things where like it's not gonna like tank a company if he's bad at video games. It's not gonna do it's not the end of the world. But the deception kind of puts it's like a bad taste only based on the fact that you know, if that's a comfortable thing, then what else would you be comfortable with? So honestly, I think, you know, it's one of those things where I feel like hardcore gamers are really gonna have like a more strong held opinion about it, but if you're not a hardcore gamer, I don't think you give a fuck about it. So that's it. That's Asmongold versus Elon Musk. Asmongold, pretty cool, chill person. I like Asmongold. I don't have a problem with Asmon. I don't have a problem with either of them. I think they're both chill people. And yeah, with that being said, to my huggers and kissers, more so huggers are gonna be watching this one, but that being said, I'll see you guys when you're older. Peace.